Hello everyone, and welcome back to our astronomy series. Today we are going to look into the future, far beyond the span of human history, or even civilization itself. We are talking about a cosmic event that has been predicted by scientists for decades. The collision between our home galaxy, the Milky Way, and its neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. Now, before you start worrying about doomsday scenarios where Earth is crushed into dust, let me reassure you right away. This event is not a catastrophic crash in the way we usually think of crashes on our roads. It is more like a slow-motion dance between two massive ships at sea. To understand this magnificent future event, we need to look at the facts, break down the physics, and use some analogies that will help you visualize just what is happening billions of years from now. Let's start with the basics. We're these two galaxies. The Milky Way is our home, a barred spiral galaxy containing hundreds of billions of stars, including our Sun. The Andromeda Galaxy, also known as M31, is slightly larger than ours and sits in the same local group of galaxies. It is about 2.5 million light-years away from us. For a long time, astronomers thought it was drifting away because most distant galaxies are moving away due to the expansion of the universe. But Andromeda is different. Thanks to its proximity and gravitational pull, we have measured that it is actually moving toward us. How fast? It's coming at us at about 110 kilometers per second, which translates to roughly 40 miles per second. To put this in perspective, imagine a car driving down a highway at 70 miles per hour. That feels fast to you. But remember, the distance between these two galaxies is measured not in miles, but in light years. Even though they are moving very quickly for us, the gap of 2.5 million light-years means this collision will not happen for about 4 billion years. Now, let's address the biggest misconception immediately. What does collision mean? If you imagine two solid steel balls smashing into each other, that is incorrect for galaxies. Stars are incredibly small compared to the distances between them. Imagine if these stars were represented by grains of sand on a football field. The distance between those grains would be huge. So, when a Milky Way and Andromeda merge, it is not like two cars crashing with a metal crumples together. Instead, it is more like two clouds of gas merging in the sky, or two flocks of birds flying through each other. The stars themselves will rarely collide with one another because space is so vast. However, their gravitational fields will interact violently. This interaction stretches and pulls at the galaxies. We call this tidal forces. Think of it like a magnet pulling on a piece of iron that is already bent. The shape changes before they even touch. As Andromeda gets closer, its gravity will start to distort the Milky Way's spiral arms, stretching them out into long, beautiful streams of stars and gas called tidal tails. This process begins long before the actual centers of the galaxies meet. Let's use an analogy for this gravitational pull. Imagine two ice skaters holding hands and spinning around each other. As they spin faster, their arms stretch out wider. Eventually, if they stop skating and just hold on, they will merge into a single spinning figure. In space, there's no friction like the ice rinks we know, but gravity acts as that binding force. Over billions of years, this dance will cause both spiral galaxies to lose their distinct shapes. The orderly spirals will dissolve, and the stars will be thrown into random orbits around a common center. What about our Sun? Will it survive? This is a question students often ask with great anxiety. The answer is yes and no. First, we need to consider that the Sun is expected to become a red giant in about 5 billion years, potentially engulfing Earth or making it uninhabitable long before the collision happens. But focusing on the galactic merger itself, our solar system will likely survive intact as far as gravity goes. However, its location will change drastically. During the merger, gravitational interactions can sling stars out of their original orbits. Our Sun might be flung into a much larger orbit around the new combined galaxy center, or it could even be ejected entirely into intergalactic space. So what is this new merged galaxy called? Astronomers have already started calling it Milkomeda, or sometimes Milkdromeda. It will not look like our night sky anymore. The Milky Way and Andromeda are both spiral galaxies with beautiful arms filled with blue, young stars and gas clouds where new stars are being born. However, the collision will trigger a massive burst of star formation called a starburst. All that gas getting compressed by gravity will ignite hundreds of billions of new stars at once. But as these old stars die out over time, the combined galaxy will eventually settle into an elliptical shape. An elliptical galaxy looks like a giant, glowing football or a smooth, round blob of light without distinct arms. It will be dominated by older, redder stars because the gas that created new blue stars will have been used up in that violent starburst event. So, if we lived on Earth 4 billion years from now and looked up at the night sky during the collision, the view would be spectacular but terrifying. The Andromeda Galaxy would grow larger and brighter each year until it filled half the sky with light. Now, I know this sounds dramatic, but let's talk about how we know all of this for sure. We don't just guess, we measure. For decades, astronomers tracked the position of Andromeda relative to other stars over several years using telescopes like the Hubble Space Telescope. By measuring something called proper motion, they could see that Andromeda isn't just moving away or staying still, it has a sideways velocity component as well. When you combine this movement with its speed toward us, we can model the future path of both galaxies with incredible accuracy. There is also the evidence from computer simulations. By inputting the mass and gravity data into supercomputers, scientists have run thousands of simulations. They vary the speeds slightly to see different outcomes, but almost all models predict a merger. These simulations show us that dark matter halos, those invisible clouds of mass surrounding galaxies, also merge first, creating a deep gravitational well that pulls the visible stars in later. This is another layer of complexity we must understand. It's not just about the stars. It's about the invisible scaffolding holding them together. Let's consider one more example to make this concrete. The Large and Small Magellanic Clouds. These are satellite galaxies orbiting our Milky Way. We have observed them being torn apart by our galaxy's gravity as they spiral inward. This process is called tidal disruption. It is essentially a smaller version of what will happen between the Milky Way and Andromeda, just on a much larger scale. By watching these smaller neighbors interact with us today, we can predict the fate of our own future interaction with Andromeda. So, to summarize this journey through time, in about 4 billion years, the Milky Way and Andromeda will merge. The stars themselves will not crash into each other like bumper cars because space is mostly empty. However, their gravitational fields will dance together for billions of years, distorting shapes and triggering new star formation. Our solar system will likely be pushed to a new orbit within this combined galaxy, which we call Milkomeda. The Earth itself might not survive the sun's life cycle by then, but if it did, life here would face a sky completely different from what we know today. The night sky would be a chaotic tapestry of stars and gas clouds that eventually settle into a single elliptical giant. This event reminds us that our universe is dynamic. Nothing in space is truly static or permanent. Galaxies are born, they grow, they interact, and they merge. In conclusion, this collision is not an end to the world, but a transformation of it. It illustrates the power of gravity on the largest scales we can imagine. For now, as students and science enthusiasts, you have millions of years to prepare for the next phase of observation. We will likely continue refining our telescopes to study similar collisions in other parts of the universe while we wait for our own cosmic destiny to unfold. So keep looking up at the sky tonight. Remember that above those twinkling stars, a grand dance is already beginning, and one day, two giants will become one. Thank you for listening today, and I'll see you next time.